Well, Disney really knows how to pack 'em in, don't they? By pack 'em in, I could mean anything. I mean, they pack 'em into their theme parks. They pack in the number of animated features that they have per year. Recently, they've been packing in the amount of superhero movies they can churn out, and in the next coming years, they're packing in as many live-action remakes as you can possibly shake a stick at. However, in this case, I'm not talking about any of those aforementioned properties that they have. I am talking about the thousands and thousands of people that they pack into auditoriums across America for Disney on Ice. As many of you know, I have a 4-year-old daughter who is the sweetest thing ever, if I do say so myself, and it has become a tradition of ours to go to Disney on Ice every year, because of course it has. I'm not quite sure who enjoys it more, if she does or if I do. So, let's talk about Disney on Ice. First of all, you get there and of course you have to park across the street because I don't have no money. So I park across the street at the empty H.H. Gregg. So we have to walk for an eternity all the way across. Then we get in and all hell breaks loose. There are thousands and thousands of children. You have no idea where to look as far as to walk because you can't only look at eye level. You have to always be looking at your feet, waiting for the next 2-year-old to stammer in front of you. And it actually makes it feel very much like a little slice of Disney World. As you all know, I love Disney World. Therefore, this is like next to heaven for me. We are so excited to see Mickey grace that stage. As soon as Mickey shows up, there is this sound. It's just an all-consuming gasp from the entire crowd of, oh. It's like a religious experience. And I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people.
Hi, Woody!
So, we first see Mickey and Minnie, and we all gasp, including this 31-year-old schlub. They brought out this little desk, and then they had a whole bunch of toys for the Toy Story segment that was coming up next. And Andy came out, who happened to play every other main character in this entire thing, which, I mean, of course that's what they do, but I just thought was kind of funny because it was super obvious. Either that or else every single boy looked exactly the same that was on this. By the way, are people getting younger or am I just getting older? That's a serious question. Andy's bedroom then all of a sudden transforms into these big things, which by transform I mean somebody slides the small desk off and they slide in a whole bunch of big desks. It's very convincing. The army men come out and they do like a little flourish, which was pretty amazing. When you have these huge stage productions, everybody says everything like this. My name is Trent. This is the best thing ever. It's really ridiculous. So some of the other stories were pretty well suited for this. Toy Story was not, and I think Toy Story was not because Toy Story has so much gravitas to the story itself. Everything that you say must be done like this, like you're some overactive Power Ranger. After the army men come out and they do their little flourish, all the other toys come out. Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head were objectively horrifying. So to add to the nightmare fuel that was already Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, they had arms that came out from right in front of where their ears were. So you have these two human-shaped arms that come out right from behind where their eyeballs are. It was creepy.
Box, I thought I put you away someplace special.
To take you to college.
To say the least. Randomly we see that we have moved from Andy's bedroom into a daycare setting. All they basically did was take all the furniture from Andy's room and turn it around. All the toys try to escape, but then they're put into this toy jail by Lotsa Huggin' Bear because they've been mauled by toddlers. But the toddlers were even creepier as these massive cardboard cutouts that had like toddler cartoon faces on them. And why did Andy giving away all the toys still make me cry?
You're my favorite deputy.
At this point then, Mickey and Minnie end up coming in. We're gonna go under the sea. And The Little Mermaid was a very fun episode of this. I'm so sorry, I sound like a smoker. It also was a very, very short version of the story to get ready for intermission. Which, by the way, intermission as a single dad is hell on earth. I bought popcorn, I bought a hamburger, I bought a drink. I had to carry all of that, plus watch my daughter. If she would have tried to run away, I either would have had no food or no child, whichever one I decided was more important at the time. Mickey and Minnie enter on a car, because this is the Cars segment now. And these cars were really cool. Like every time they went around a corner, they kind of spun out and they would let themselves spin around. It was really fun to watch. The storyline, like, I don't even know what the storyline was. I didn't pay attention to the storyline at all. And it was literally, I think, like a 10-minute segment, because then they had to be prepared for Frozen. Vertical integration. One thing I did really like about the Cars segment is that you didn't have the overacting that you did in the other situations. Anna, I can't believe that you said that. Finally then, I've already alluded to it, Frozen was a really well done situation. Doing Frozen with ice skaters is like a match made in heaven. Once again, vertical integration. I mean, it's like a full-fledged concert. For some reason, my daughter doesn't sing along, but I mean, I was singing. Gorgeously tanned in summer. Heck yeah, I was singing. However, there was one point when they did some sort of wizardry that was pretty amazing. Anna took off Olaf's head, and I don't know how that was possible. It was weird. Olaf was a full-fledged human, like humanoid. It wasn't like Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head where the arms were coming out of their head. It was like he actually had real arms. But somehow when they took off his head, he had no head underneath, and where his head was supposed to be, there was nothing. So the way I figure it is they either had a very short person doing it where their arms were up like this, or they had like some sort of mechanical fingers that they could control. Either that or else they had a full-sized human, had their head like this. Oh no, that's gonna be really bad for my bald spot. When they took off his head, it didn't show. It doesn't make sense. I still can't figure it out. And I'm gonna be wondering about that for the rest of my life. So somebody in the comments tell me how they did it, because otherwise I'll never sleep again. Anyway, that was Disney on Ice 2019. It was wonderful. I really loved it, and I recommend that you would go see it. I know they have other showings coming up. There's a lot of options coming up, and there's other ones too. If you like talking about and critiquing Disney movies, then please come and join me on this channel. I review Disney movies every other week, a new Disney movie in order. I started with the very first movie, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and then have moved on from there. Thus far, I have done 17 of the 50-something movies that have been made by Disney. So if you are interested in that kind of thing, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you like this video, give me a quick like, and that really helps out this channel and helps other people be able to find me who are also Disney fanatics like you and I.